The 2026 Corolla represents an evolution rather than a revolution. Toyota has taken its current generation, which dates from around 2020, and refined it in various ways: styling tweaks, new tech, updated safety, and more comfort, while retaining much of what made it successful. Under the hood, the standard non-hybrid model continues with a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet, approximately equals 205 Nm of torque, mated to a continuously variable transmission (CVT). Fuel economy for city, highway, and combined stays competitive for its class, roughly 32 mpg city, 41 highway, 35 combined in many trims. There is a hybrid version, a 1.8-liter hybrid powertrain engine plus electric motor delivering a combined approximately 138 horsepower. In hybrid form you can optionally get all-wheel drive (AWD) by adding a rear-mounted electric motor. This gives more traction in adverse weather and some flexibility for drivers who need it. Fuel economy in the hybrid version is notably strong. For example, in front-wheel drive FWD configuration it can reach about 53 mpg city, 46 highway, 50 mpg combined. With AWD it drops a little, but remains quite efficient. The ride and handling are improved in this version. The body is rigid, the car sits lower, and suspension tuning is slightly refined. Base trims get a McPherson strut front suspension and simpler rear setups, while higher or sport grades have multi-link rears, which improve comfort at highway speeds and during cornering. One of the most noticeable upgrades for 2026 is in the instrumentation and multimedia. Lower trims LE, SE now come with a 7-inch digital gauge cluster replacing older analog plus small display setups. In the higher trims XSE, or SE optional, there is a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster plus a larger infotainment screen, 10.5-inch in many cases, giving a more premium feel. Safety features see upgrades and rebalancing. The entire Corolla lineup gets Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 as standard, which includes many of the driver assist features consumers expect: full-speed dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing, lane departure with steering assist, pedestrian detection, etc. Blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert are now standard across all trims. Another small but appreciated update is standardizing certain convenience features. For example, the blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alert is no longer limited to higher trims, it's across the board. Also, better connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto wireless where available, more trials for things like remote connect services, etc. Exterior styling has been subtly revised. Headlights are slimmer and more angular. Grille details have been updated, often a honeycomb pattern in certain trims. Taillights get sharper design touches, and wheel size options are refreshed. Higher trims use larger wheels, often 18-inch, which also contribute to aesthetics and somewhat to ride firmness. Inside, materials see modest improvements. Soft touch plastics in more places, better finishes around the dashboard, more supportive seats especially in sport or premium trims. Higher-end trims offer Softex, upholstery, heated seats, improved driver seat adjustment, 8-way in some cases, and other comfort upgrades. Space remains adequate but doesn't leap forward. Rear legroom and headroom are acceptable for its segment, nothing transformative. The Corolla still trades off slightly behind larger compact sedans in terms of rear seat openness, but it excels in front seat comfort and visibility. Noise, vibration, and harshness seem better managed than before. The upgraded digital cluster and cabin changes also contribute to a perception of more refinement. Road and wind noise haven't been eliminated, but there is a clear improvement, especially in highway cruising. On pricing, Toyota has increased prices somewhat, but not drastically. Base trims have small price bumps, while higher ones, especially hybrids plus AWD, are more expensive, as expected. The value proposition remains strong compared to many rivals, given the reliability, resale value, and lower running costs. For someone seeking a compact sedan with good fuel economy, modern safety, solid reliability, and modest upmarket touches, the 2026 Corolla is an attractive choice. It doesn't offer unbelievably sporty performance unless you go for the sport trims, but for daily driving, commuting, family duty, it covers almost all bases. There are a few trade-offs. If you want strong acceleration, generous rear space, or luxury finishes, there are competitors that outdo the Corolla. Also, AWD is only offered on the hybrid variants, so those demanding AWD in a gas-engine Corolla will be disappointed. In summary, the 2026 Corolla builds on its strengths: reliability, efficiency, safety, with nicer tech and styling upgrades. It's not a headline-making redesign, but the improvements are meaningful. For buyers who care about total ownership cost, peace of mind, fuel savings, and decent comfort, this version is very hard to beat.